Well, hello, everyone. It's great to be back on Your TV for this update for the city of Belleville as we deal during these very interesting COVID-19 times. And I want to thank Your TV for this opportunity to communicate directly with the residents of Belleville. And I want to thank everyone for their efforts to flatten the curve and to keep our community safe. Our numbers continue to be very, very good. As of the taping of this video, we have 6 active cases in our region, and we are working on all those steps. There is some discouraging news, if I can say that in a frank way, regarding the provincial modeling for what they're expecting to see cases in the future, and so. I just encourage everyone not to get too high or get too low. We've got to sort of be cool, calm, and collected as we deal with this. There will be more cases in our region, but it doesn't mean we need to panic and take action. I think the course that we've taken so far has been good, and we'll continue to work with it. You can, if you feel that you have symptoms of COVID-19, you can still go to the COVID-19 Assessment Center at the former Quinte Secondary School on College Street. You do require an appointment there, so you can contact the Prince Edward Hastings Health Unit to get an appointment there. If you don't have symptoms, if you have what they call asymptomatic, you don't feel good, but you don't necessarily have symptoms, you can go to the Shoppers Drug Mart on Sydney Street and have a test there as well. So, again, it's important for us to take care of ourselves. It's important for us to be mindful, and it's important for us to get tested if we believe we should have that happen. And we're doing a very, very good job. Let's keep in mind those really 3 important things that we have to do. Wash your hands, social distance, and where not possible, to wear a mask. Those are the things that we can do to help spread the COVID-19, and it's good for all of us. So again, I just remind everyone for that, and we will get through this as we have, and be assured that the city is taking all the steps now to plan for all the possibilities, because we know that you rely on our services, and we're making sure that we'll get through this. A lot of things have been going on since last week's message, including obviously we're planning for former Councillor Pat Culhane's interment, her funeral. She died suddenly last week, and we're sort of getting through the shock. I want to thank all the residents who came to Belleville City Hall and signed the Book of Condolence for Pat. I had a chance to look at some of them, and there were some very, very heartfelt tributes to her in there. I know the family will really appreciate that. And for this week as well, we will have the flags at City Hall and all city buildings fly at half-staff in her honor. And this Saturday, which is November the 21st, there is going to be the day that she's interned. And so what that means is that's the day that they will take her body for her final resting place. But the procession will actually stop at City Hall. And so it'll make its way down Front Street, down to Market Street, turn along Market Street. It'll stop for a few moments. We will have a bagpipe player there to pay a tribute to Pat Culhane. There'll be a police escort for her body as she goes through there. There will also be a fire apparatus on site and ambulances. And so obviously we got to be careful. It is an outdoor space, so we can have some people there, but just make sure you socially distance. And if you want to line up in front of City Hall on Front Street as the procession comes down and makes that turn, that would be an ideal place. And so I encourage everyone to do that. That will be at 11:40 on Saturday. So I would suggest everyone be here by 11:30, and then just be careful, keeping in mind that it is a market day, and that we still have to socially distance. So that is an update for those that want to say a final goodbye to Pat. City Council will say our final goodbye at our next meeting, which will be next week on Monday, the 23rd of November. We will be doing our tributes to her, and there'll be an opportunity for us to share some stories of Patricia Culhane and how we knew her and how we worked with her. And I'm sure there'll be some funny ones, and there'll be some sad ones, and it'll be a chance for us to say, as I said, our final goodbye to our colleague on Belleville City Council and someone who did so much for the city of Belleville. Last week, we had a very different Remembrance Day ceremony than we had in previous years. I want to thank YourTV for broadcasting that. The Belleville Veterans Council that organizes the Remembrance Day ceremonies here at the Cenotaph, they had requested that it not be a public event like in previous years. I was able to attend along with Federal Member of Parliament Neil Ellis and our provincial MPP, the Honourable Todd Smith, and we were the only sort of guests in that area, aside from men and women who were veterans and or are serving in Canada's forces, and this year's Silver Cross Mother. And so we were able to have a very respectful service. It was important, and I know that a lot of people were able to watch that. So we want to thank everyone for that and thank everyone for their cooperation. We look forward to getting through this COVID-19 situation and going back to celebrating the sacrifice of the women and men who served our country in future years back at the Cenotaph. I just want to make one quick reminder. Wednesday, November the 18th is going to be the public meeting, online public meeting for the Parks and Recreation Master Plan. We've had already 500 replies to the surveys about what people would like to see as the city moves forward. That's an excellent number. Tomorrow they're going to have a little bit of a presentation, and so I encourage anyone who wants to go to that. Information can be found on the City of Belleville website and the City of Belleville Facebook page, and I encourage everyone to go and take a look at it. The last thing I want to talk about is I want to sort of share a wonderful picture of the Quinte Ballet School of Canada. They raised over $100 by selling poppies that made up this beautiful ballerina dress that you can see here in this picture. And these two dancers are Madeline Cymbaluk and Ashay Jones, who are showing off that beautiful outfit that they've done at the Quinte Ballet School of Canada. All those monies were donated to the Belleville Poppy Fund to help with the work that they do. Of course, this was a very different year, and I don't think they raised as much money as they normally did. So the City of Belleville made a special donation of $5,000 to the Belleville Poppy campaign to help them because they still have their responsibilities to help seniors and provide services. And so I want to thank everyone out there who was very generous to them. And I hope that taxpayers are proud of the fact that we're trying to do our very best to help these very worthy organizations during these really, really tough times. If you have any questions, like I always tell you, you're free to contact me through my office. Information is available on the City of Belleville website in terms of both for your mayor and all your council representatives. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, any suggestions. We're always wanting to be in touch with residents, and we're working hard on your behalf. And if you have anything you'd like to share with us, we would love to hear from you. And so that's all I have for this week. I want to thank YourTV again for this exciting opportunity to be able to present this information. This week, we're going to have an exciting announcement about the Children's Safety Village. So stay tuned for that about their future location. And then, of course, there'll be more news after next week's council meeting that I'll be able to share as we get towards the end of the year. Thanks again to YourTV for this opportunity, and wish everyone a great rest of the week.